very awkward location in the Galaxy lineup of the Galaxy Note series will be filled in this August, just before the new iPhones come out, and we've got a few renders, a few concepts, thanks to our good friend Ben Geskin, and it has people kind of split on the new design scheme. So let's talk about what the leaks and what the rumors are saying about the next generation Galaxy Note phone. The funniest thing about the Galaxy Note series is that all of these smartphones will come out throughout the year. Everyone will test out OnePlus devices, iPhones that come out, new Huawei phones that drop with or without Google Play services. And they all review them, they like certain features, they like certain battery improvements, they like cameras. We all like different things, and then suddenly the Note comes out and everyone suddenly becomes a huge fan of having a stylus built into the phone. And then once the Note goes away, no one cares about the stylus anymore. You only want the stylus when it's there. When it's not there, no one really brings it up. But anyway, that's just a weird thing I noticed about it. But the design is essentially this, borrowing a lot of design upgrades that we saw with the Galaxy S10, some in an interesting twist. So if you recall, a lot of people like me thought that the camera hole should be on the center of the display, not off to the side. Though I do think a lot of people have kind of gotten used to the camera hole placement on the Galaxy S10 being off to the side, between making really creative and funny wallpapers that accommodate for that camera hole, plus app developers designing their apps specifically so they can anticipate that camera hole being off to the side. But now we're getting these reports and we're getting these rumors that they're going to center the camera hole again, and I don't know, I just maybe thought in my head it would look a lot better than it actually does in execution. With the execution of having the camera hole in the center, I think it looks kind of bizarre, and it could just be because I used a Galaxy S10 and now I feel like having the camera hole off to the side is the signature look Samsung has gone forward with between Galaxy A devices and Galaxy S devices, between the one camera hole on the smaller S10e and then moving up to the ultra wide camera hole on the Galaxy S10 5G. I've just kind of gotten used to that being the iconic look. So now seeing it centered on the Note 10, it just kind of feels out of place. It feels off-putting. It feels like it's not supposed to be there, even though that's what a lot of rumors are suggesting. And a lot of people are confused by the vertical camera alignment. Why is Samsung deciding to suddenly flip the camera arrangement? Maybe it's because this is the first Note phone with an ultrasonic fingerprint reader underneath the display, so they don't have to worry about a fingerprint reader on the back anymore, meaning you can make more of a vertical camera, but now it just looks exactly like a OnePlus 7 Pro. Triple camera centered on the back going up and down. Maybe that's supposed to help in the inside a little bit because these cameras take up a lot of space, and unlike the Galaxy S10 series, they have a giant stylus that they're trying to shove up this entire phone and still sport USB-C, still sport a headphone jack. One interesting new feature you may be seeing on the Galaxy Note 10 is UFS 3.0 storage, which simply means the solid state is faster access, so read and write speeds are faster than before. Originally, the first device that was going to have this out on the market was the Galaxy Fold, but as we all know, Galaxy Fold has gone through some problems, though Samsung has said they have fixed those issues, though they haven't filled us in on when they're going to start shipping them at the time of recording this, so we're not exactly sure when the Galaxy Fold is coming out. But Galaxy Note 10 probably is less troublesome of a release, that is, if it doesn't explode, so you should be seeing some of the fastest read and write speeds for storage on a phone ever that you'll see with the Galaxy Note 10. I do have to wonder though, where does this sit in price range? Because the Galaxy S10 lineup did get more expensive year over year. Now the S10 starting at $900 while the S10 Plus starts at $1,000. Does that mean that the Note 10 therefore has to raise in price to $1,100? If so, that is getting pretty expensive, especially for a phone that has so many similarities with the already existing Galaxy S10 Plus. It'll start to come down to like, how much do you really actually care about having a stylus? Right now, the Note 9 and S10 are still very different phones. One has the stylus and a noticeable forehead, whereas the S10 has got the triple camera on the back, it's got the fingerprint reader on the front now underneath the display, it's got the camera punch hole on the front off to the side. Very disappointing, by the way, that that camera hole, that pill-shaped hole, isn't an ultra-wide and a regular lens. It's just a regular lens and also another sensor that just kind of helps out with taking pictures. I really wish they could have actually just had an ultra-wide lens attached as well. And I thought they were going to do that with the S10 5G because the camera hole was so big, but no, that's apparently a time-of-flight sensor instead. So having the dual camera, pill-shaped camera hole on the Note 10 makes me still wonder, why does it have to be a dual one? Why not just make it a single lens that's fairly wide, but it zooms in a little bit when you want to take more portrait-like shots? thoughts. Overall, I feel like the Note line this year is mostly just going to be playing catch up with the Galaxy S10 series. It's like, we're out of date, so you now have to update this as well. You gotta move on with it. Gotta give it a camera hole, gotta give it the fingerprint reader. But yes, to those of you out there who care about having a stylus and care about having the latest Snapdragon chip, I guess the Note 10 is quite exciting. But when it comes to screen size, within 0.1 inches of the same size of the S10 Plus, which likely, if Samsung's pricing goes the way it normally does, is probably gonna be like $100 cheaper. Plus, think about the pricing options you'll have in the refurbished and used market for the Galaxy S10. Carrier deals, discounting the phone all the time. So by the time the Note 10 comes out, I think it's gonna be kind of a boring upgrade. And I'm not saying that iPhones have an interesting upgrade this year either, but I don't know. I feel like with the S10 5G starting at $1,300, will they adopt 5G into the Note 10? And if so, that means it has to be bizarrely more expensive. Plus, if they decide to not do 5G on the Galaxy Note 10, then that also puts the Galaxy S10 in a weird lineup, because you believe 5G is the future, but you can't have 5G in a stylus. So basically the takeaway is the Galaxy lineup is going to get very confusing, as it already is very confusing, between Galaxy S10e, Galaxy S10, S10 Plus, S10 Plus 5G, plus the Galaxy Note entering the field as well. Very complicated lineup, and they can't decide if they want the camera hole off to the side. Do they want it in the middle? Do you want 5G? Do you not want 5G? Do you want a stylus? Do you not want a stylus? They're trying to cover very, very desperately all of their bases so that every customer out there has a phone that's best for them, and I can't really fault them for that. For those of you out there who really care about having a stylus, yeah, sure, the Note 10 will be a good move, but it's just going to cost a lot more extra for that feature that 99% of the Note 10's experience will be obtainable on the S10 Plus anyway. But what do you guys think? Does this phone sound like a worthy upgrade to you Note 9 users out there? Is a camera hole, a faster Snapdragon chip really worth it as an upgrade? Does this design look more symmetrical? Does it look better to you? I want to know what your guys' thoughts are. So let me know what you're thinking over on my Twitter page or in our Discord, where I'm active as regularly as possible, and we can talk more about this. But personally, I'm far more interested in the leaked pictures of the hot red Galaxy S10 that could be coming out in a few months. Apple ditched the whole mid-iPhone cycle release a product red version, but Samsung might be doing it with the Galaxy S10, and I think that red color looks dope. Something about red glass just looks really, really luxurious to me. So personally, even though there's no design changes other than color, I think that looks a lot better than the Note 10 does, but I'm weird, I know. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. This is your Apple Sheep here, and I will see you in the next one.